Hey guys, it's Gabby. Today I'm going to be showing you how I did these Italian summer inspired nails. I love these so much. These are still on my nails at the moment, so very excited about this. And this is just some of the inspo that I went off of. Everything that I'm using today is from Sally Beauty, so I'll also have that link down below for you guys. And we're just going to get right into it, starting off with a lemon. So for the base here, I'm using the Chan Legend shade Fia Get Me Not. It's this pastel yellow. I've been using a lot from this brand and I really like it so far. And basically to start, I'm gonna kind of divide this up using a white gel. Also from the brand Chan Legend, this is Can't Elope, this white cream shade. And I'm gonna start by making just a horizontal line going up my nail. And then I'm pretty much just gonna start branching off of that for my lemon slices. Basically, I added 3 lines on each side, and honestly these do not need to be perfect. You're not going to see it too much. I wanted the colors to kind of blend together just so it wasn't so aggressively a slice, you know. After making those lines, I did cure my nails for 30 seconds, and then I'm going to go back in with that same white and basically start curving the outside of each section. So I'm just making a curved line and then filling in any area that's outside of that. So really not much here except for on the bottom. So on the bottom near my cuticle area, I do make this a little bit thicker. As you can see, I left a little bit more room there because I am going to make a thick white line and then also a darker yellow line in a second. For the yellow peel part, I am going to be making a new yellow shade. I feel like this is something I forget you can do sometimes. So if you don't have the exact shade you want, you can just make it. So basically, I'm going to be mixing Kira Sky's, what shade is this? All the Bright Moves. And then that same Chan Legend Can't Elope shade. This is just a great way to make the most of what you have. So what I do is I put some yellow on a bag and then also some white. And then I'll just use a toothpick to add one color into the other. Usually it is white that I'm adding, but I'll just mix that until it's the shade that I want. And that's it. Once you're done, you can just use that for wherever you'd like. So here I just dipped my brush and then I'm filling in that very bottom area. Really taking my time here because this is around my cuticle, so I wanted it to still have that nice curve. Okay, so from here you can stop, add your top coat and be done, which is totally fine. But I really wanted to add a 3D effect here. That's a big trend when it comes to fruit nails nowadays. So instead, I'm going to go ahead and add a matte top coat. This is the Chan Legend Matte Velvet Top Coat. This is so good. This was my first time using it, and I think this may be my new go-to top coat. Just saying. So I went ahead, applied that, and cured it. And then I'm going to be using the Stay Put Jelly Daily Charm Jewelry Gel in a tube. This one is slightly different than the one that I typically use, but I thought it would be perfect for this look. Also from Sally Beauty. What I'm going to do here is basically go into each section and add just a blob. So I'm just squeezing it to get a little ball of product, and then I'm going to take a small brush and just start pulling it towards the center just to kind of fill it in. This again does not need to be perfect. As long as it's in the area, totally fine. And it just really adds that cool effect, and it feels so nice on my nail. I don't know, I feel like I'm always touching it because it feels cool. But I'm gonna go ahead and do this in each section and then just cure it underneath my lamp like normal. So this is the one time, don't be afraid to make it a little thick, especially if you're really wanting that 3D look. Something I really liked about working with this product is that it's thicker and it doesn't run. So while I was working with it, I didn't have to worry about it moving at all. It just stayed in place, which is so great. But to finish this off, after curing, it does have a slightly sticky finish. So I'm just going to apply a no wipe top coat right on top of there. I really think this adds to the overall glossiness of it too, which I really loved. And then I'm going to cure it one last time. And here is the final look. I know that might have sounded like a lot of steps, but I promise you guys that was so much fun to do, so satisfying, and it turned out so cute. I love this. This was so pretty. Anyways, next nail. For this nail, I'm starting off with a sheer base. For this, I'm using Chan Legend Sheer Thought. This has been my go-to just French base because we are going to be doing a French. So I'm going to be using, again, the Chan Legend shade Can't Elope. I know I keep saying things are my new favorites, but I think this has probably been the best white gel that I've worked with. I'm not even kidding. It was so easy. I don't know why. It's not too thick. It's not too thin. And that's like the perfect consistency that you want when it comes to nail art. So anyways, to start my French, I'm going to draw a curved line going just following my natural nail line. If you don't have a natural nail line, you can just make a curved line. And then I'm going to go back with the nail polish brush and just fill in the top. So with this, surprisingly, I only had to do one coat. I was like, oh, maybe I'm pushing it, but I was able to get it completely opaque in one coat. So after that coat, I went ahead and cured that underneath my lamp. And here's where we're at. So we already took care of the main, which was the lemon. And I'm also very inspired by the Italian, like the tiles that I see with the patterns on there. So I really wanted to incorporate that into this look. So I'm going to be using the Kiara Sky Gel Pod. It's this little paint pod. This is in the shade Sapphire. This made me feel like a little artist, okay? If you want to do some really detailed work on your nails, these are great. They're very thick, which is good for this because then they're not going to move around. And these are just like, I don't even know how to explain it, but these are meant for nail art, okay? Anyways, I didn't have a plan, which I feel like is becoming a reoccurring theme, but sometimes you just have to go in and just start designing. So I did look up different tiles just to get an idea of the shapes and patterns that are used. A lot of times it's slight swirls, little lines, and dots, so I just started drawing that. And I started on one side, so I basically did half of the nail, and then once I was happy with it, I just did the other half to mirror it. And I didn't want this to be too busy. I think sometimes you could do too much and then it just looks like I don't know. I still wanted this overall to be simple. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. But biggest tip here, really take your time, get a small brush. You can flash cure as you go, which is basically just curing your nail for about 10 seconds just so it's set in place in case you mess up. And for this shape, I actually really liked it. I started with a dot and then I just did a slight drag down to get that little teardrop looking shape. Also, question, do you guys like the real time of this or do you prefer it to be a little sped up? So I do some cuts and some things off camera just so you don't have to see every single thing, but for the most part nothing is sped up or anything, so just I would appreciate the feedback. But like I said, I went ahead and duplicated that on the other side. And then to finish this off, you can always fill in with dots. That is my go-to way to just finish off a design. So I added some dots up the middle and then on each side. And I was really happy with this, so I went ahead and cured that. And then I'm going to finish off with the top coat. I went glossy here. I was going back and forth, but because tiles have a slight shine to it, I was like, okay, we have to be authentic. So I applied a top coat, and here is the final look. Next, we are doing some stripes. Honestly, you cannot have Italian summer nails without stripes. Also, I've been so into stripes lately and I love it. For my base, I used 2 coats of Dashing Diva 1 gel in the shade Birdie. This is such like a pretty periwinkle blue. Then I'm using Cantaloupe for my stripes. This is when I really realized this is my new favorite white because yes, I can make stripes, but these stripes just went on too well. So I knew, I was like, oh, this has to be the gel. So for this, I do like to start with a slightly thinner line and then gradually make it thicker, just because one, that gives you more room to fix it up versus starting huge and then your line ends up really, really big. And then also I didn't know how wide I wanted the line. So start small, slowly work your way up. And then once you're happy with it, you can go ahead and cure that and then continue making the other lines. I would cure after each line, again, just giving yourself room just in case you mess up. That way you don't have to start all the way over. And if for some reason you do mess up, you can just wipe it off using rubbing alcohol. Finishing up the stripes here, and I was so conflicted on whether or not I wanted to add lemons on top of this, and that's again why it's so nice to work with gel, because you can try out things and then if you don't like it, just wipe it off with rubbing alcohol. So basically I'm going to take that same yellow that I made earlier and just make some little kind of football shapes as my lemons in the bottom corner, and then in the top you can add more, you can just do the stripes, totally fine. But I thought this was such a cute little thing to add and I'm so happy I did it. So once I cured this, I did make my little stems off camera just because I didn't know what I was doing with that, so I needed to like look up a picture and see what I was doing. So that's a little stem that you'll see pop up here. And again, just very happy with this. I went ahead and added my top coat. I did glossy here too, and here is the final look. I get excited after each nail, but they're just so cute. All right, let's do this pinky. For this, I really wanted to incorporate the umbrellas, which I know is so specific, but pretty much like the scalloped edge of an umbrella. That's what was in my head. So I'm going to do this as a French. I'm starting off with the shade Via Get Me Not, which is that pastel yellow from the beginning. And basically I'm just going to make a little wavy line as a French tip almost. And it's okay if it's a little lopsided because this was definitely crooked at the moment. You can always go back in and fix it. So this is just my base, and then I'm going to start dragging up that product that I used for the line and slowly fill in the tip of my nail. So this is, again, coat 1. I know it's a little wonky right now, but it gets better. You just have to trust the process. So I'm going to fill that in and then fix it up as I go. After that first coat, that's when I really go back in and take my time to make sure it's how I want it to look. And I think this turned out so cute. You could also do a French tip here, but I like having the variety in each pattern. Like, I just wanted each nail to be like a mix and match here. I thought I wanted more stripes here, but two things. It was right next to the other stripe nail. And then also, for some reason, this yellow on yellow was just throwing me off. Like, I liked the idea, but it just wasn't for me. So I just wanted to show you guys this because I just took some rubbing alcohol and wiped it right off like nothing happened. And I really wanted to add the blue, so instead I added some little dots into each little scallop. This was perfect. It was the right amount of just something, just give a little but it incorporated that blue, and I love how that turned out. So I went ahead, cured that, finished off with a top coat, and here is the final look. I did end up doing a stripe tip on my thumb, which you guys will see in the pictures that I'm about to show you, but I cannot film my thumb well. The angle is just so weird with my setup that there was no way, but it is using the same methods and techniques that I showed you on other nails, so that helps. Anyways, I hope this gave you some inspo. I am so excited and ready for summer, and these just feel like a summer kickoff. Everything I use will be linked down below or in this video, and I will talk to you in my next one. Bye!